Thank you, first of all of you for joining today's session. We welcome you all in today's webinar of expert panel discussion for PGPx from IIM Rohtak 5th batch. In order to set the context right for today's webinar, not particularly for this particular afternoon, but for the future as well, let me introduce you all to our esteemed panelists. We have Dr. Keshwani with us. He's teaching into the area of marketing and strategy in IIM Rohtak currently. Then we have Mr. Devendra Kumar, who is the program manager. And along with him, we have Mr. Sumit Kumar, who is the founder and CEO of Nulearn. So please take the honors. May I have a few words for you?
Thank you so much, Mishika. Thank you all for joining the webinar today. So the flow of the event will be that we'll like professors to highlight the course outline and general introduction about the program. Although we are very few days left to complete the phase of applications for this program, but I really request Professor Ankit to throw some light on the program, the past batches, since this is going to be the 5th batch that we are starting to talk now. So, sir, over to you. If you can just share some experience for the last few batches and the way forward for the 5th batch. Thank you.
So thank you, Sumitri, and welcome everyone. So very briefly, I'm just going to share the few information about the PGPx program. Okay, what is its program objective? What are the USP of these programs? And then we will open for the few queries or the questions that you have regarding the program structure or anything that we may ask. So I'm just sharing my slide. Just please confirm if it's visible to you.
Yes, sir, it is visible.
Okay. So IIM Rohtak has been, even if you have observed the recent ranking by the NIRF, so now it's on the 12th rank, even it's not one of the fastest growing IIM in India. Okay, so we are at our the 12th year and we are at the 12th rank, and that would be the fastest to the 12th rank. We consider top 20 rank by any IIM. Okay, so all IIMs, those who have been set up with us, we are having the best ranking among them. Okay, so that is the next slide. Okay. Slides was not moving. Okay. So IIM Rohtak is having the one of the largest the campus size, that's 200 acres. Okay, and so this is just the aerial view of the campus. Okay, so in our program that there will be opportunity for all of you to visit the campus size. For every term that we are having a campus immersion module, where you will be coming, you will staying with us. Your classes will be happening just like any typical PGP classes happens. Okay, so that is something that we will be having. Some slides are moving with. Okay. So are you people able to see the slides?
Yes, sir.
Some lag is happening. At my end, the slides are moving. So I will be now. I will manage. So and now I will move this way. So this is the brief about the program. So keeping in mind the industry requirement that PGPx program that for this batch we are having that more focus on something on the courses on the blockchain kind of thing, entrepreneurship, green energy, healthcare. But this is not something limited. Okay. So depending on the batch profile and the requirement that we are having the different courses, that is the focusing on the general management in discipline. Okay. And this is something that what is why that you must consider that a PGPx or the executive MBA from IIM Rohtak, that this is especially that tailored for the executive MB or the executive people, those who are working in corporates. Okay? And we are having the different batches of the MDPs going on. Some of the batches are even with the Nulearn. Okay, so a lot of the even that we are having a well-trained faculty, and all our course modules are well equipped or taken by the industry in terms of the course curriculum. This will be a blended mode. So classes will be exclusively only on the weekends, the Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and we are not bombarding with the too many sessions. So every day you will be having only the two sessions, only the 2.5 hour sessions daily. So as I said that there will be opportunity that when you all will be having the option to visit the campus in the campus immersion module, and every term there will be a projects which will be mentored by the IIM faculty. So depending on the interest or the organization that the candidates are working, is someone into the finance, someone into the organization that they want to do a term project into a leadership or the organization behavior. So they will be having the opportunity to work one-on-one with the and faculty members. And AMS doesn't need any introduction, the kind of the resources and the industry connected we can provide you with. Okay. So even there could be quite possibility that some of your courses even might taken by the international faculties. That is something that our USP is there. Even for our undergraduate program, postgraduate program, every term we try to have one or two faculties from the international institutes. Okay, so that is something that you might not find it near where else that easily. And as I said, that the program focus on the industry requirements. So we emphasize on a lot something that's an industry requirement, a lot on the analytical skill, communications skill, which are essential trait of a manager. Okay. So as many of you might be joining this course to enhance those kind of the soft and hard skills within yourself. So we will be trying to focus on them, and that's what is some kind of the unique thing that we follow typically with the case pedagogy. Okay? So typically that even the AMS are known for teaching through the cases. So you will be having even the opportunity, even majority of our sessions are being taught by the Howard cases. Okay? So almost just imagine that in every class you are having the faculties coming and they are not only discussing the basic concepts, you will be having some real business organizations, and that to be written by the institutes like the Howard institutes. So we'll be using primarily from the Howard and the Ivy cases only in our any kind of a long-term program. That will be something that we will be also be a beneficiary of it. Okay? Because the cases are something that we get the opportunity to put ourselves into the shoes of the decision maker, as if we are into the shoes of the company, as if we are putting ourselves in the shoes of the CEO. Now, how will we deal with them? And this is something that also that a peer learning comes, because you all are working and you would be showing your own perspective to deal with those scenarios. And this is where that's the benefit of any kind of the executive MBA. Okay. So that's what that we will be having our approach, and that's something that what makes us, we can say that they unique from the other institutes. So these are the things. So this is something that, so I have said that one of the, so this is a 1 year program, okay, where you will be having the classes primarily on the weekend. So 2 sessions on the Friday, 2 sessions on the Saturday, 2 sessions on the Sunday. The timings are, we have tried to kept in mind the considering your working requirement. So after your office in your Friday and Saturday, you can have join the session, and Sunday then you can again join the session. The only thing that we insist upon, and we will be stressing a lot, that you need to come to the class with preparation. So this is not something like that you are just logging into a class and the classes will be delivered. This is a fully interaction-based sessions. Okay. So where the faculty will be even pinpointing the individuals, they will be even calling you by name to have a discussion in the class. So this is something that we always insist upon, that this is not something that you can just log in and then classes will be over. Okay. It will be a totally interaction-based sessions. Okay. So in the total 6 to 5 hours, 75 will be the session, hours will be in the campus module, and then 370 hours will be the online. The sessions will be conducted online, primarily through the WebEx only, and then projects. Every term there are the projects which consist of the 180 sessions. So this is what is the typical subjects that we have planned to cover. Okay. So if you look at the coverage, it covers all the aspects of a manager. Okay, so we have just tried to have the equal focus on all the discipline in the general management, be it marketing, finance, statistics, IT, operations, all the aspects that we have tried to capture. So we also try to discuss about even the soft skill, the written analysis and communication, spoken and business communication, and also the legal environment kind of thing, because that's something that also as a must know thing for a business manager. So these are the some important dates that so once they will receive your application through the Nulearn, then on the 2nd of July there will be a written exam where we will be having the 90 questions. The 30 questions each on the diagnostic communication, logical reasoning, and quantitative. So a typical aptitude test that we will take it for just like for a CAT kind of thing. Okay, so the pattern is same. So this is that. And after that, once it's on the 9th of July, there will be a personal interaction. So that's when you can say that based on your written performance, based on your work experience and your performance in the interview, then we will be having a shortlisting of the people, those who will be eligible to join the program. Okay. And that's what that we wanted to share with you. And once you join the program, so these are all those details. These are the applications fees that you all might have already been aware of. So we will be giving you this degree. So this is a 1-year postgraduate diploma in management. So this is something that you will be getting it from the IIM Rohtak at the end of the successful completion of the coursework. So at the end of the every term, there will be the term project evaluation, there will be a written. So just like any typical PGP or MBA program that we expect. Okay. The only difference that we try to maintain is only the majority of the sessions are online. Otherwise, the kind of the rigor, the kind of the coursework, everything would be kind of the at par with the any typical PGP course. Okay. So in terms of the content delivery, in terms of the knowledge imparting, there will not be any kind of differentiation. Okay. So this is what is. And those who are eligible, then usually we also have again you will be called for the passing out the ceremony where you all will be given the degrees. Okay. So that is what very brief. I just wanted to share about some program highlights. Okay. So something that now if you ask any specific query or anything that in detail you want to know. So that's it from my side.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing the information with all the participants. Mishika, we can pick up the questions now in case people like to ask or clarify anything pertaining to the program. The panel is more than happy to answer them. Over
Sure.
to you, Mishika.
Sure. Attendees can drop in their queries in the chat box itself. So the panelist and I will be accessing the same.
Sure.
So if you have any kind of query, feel free to ask. That's one of the reasons that we wanted to have an interaction with you one-on-one.
Okay, we have one query from Shaheen. Do students have to give any entrance exams?
Yes. So the entrance exam has been scheduled on 2nd of July.
Sir, we are also getting a lot of inquiries with respect to the test coverage. What all things going to be a part of the written test. We've been getting a lot of inquiries for the same because we have so many people. Those who have already registered for the program that they have not undertaken any such program in last couple of years, so they do not have any experience as such. Appearing for these kind of examinations. So at times they feel that whether it is going to be as tough as we have CAT examination, or it is going to be easier, or maybe tough pattern going to be there.
See, that will the pattern will not pattern is the same. That there will be a 30 questions on the soft skill and the language, asking the general English language. Okay, because the program will be primarily delivered in the English mode, so that's also that we need to assess so that the participants are not at loss. Okay. Second, that we are having a very basically general, that's aptitude questions. That's the decision making and the logical reasoning. So they are not that much into a number crunching. Okay, so just kind of any, you can say that just kind of a simple quiz. Okay,
Right.
pattern will be on a cat step, but the toughness will not be of that level. So we understand that many of you might have a gap between these studies. Okay, so it would be a basic, you can say that a average level test, not that too easy, not that too tough. Okay, so with a slight preparation, they can easily get into that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
So we have another question from Shreya.
They don't need to join any coaching or anything. They just need to download up any kind of the any sample paper of any, just like the not even the CAT level, very basic math level or any general entrance exam aptitude test. They just need to just go through that.
sure, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
For
sir.
we understand that yes, they are not into a coaching, they are not giving the full-time preparation. Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. We have another question from Shreya. Is the campus immersion a compulsory attendance factor?
For there will be a 3 campus immersion. So out of the 3, you need to come for 2, because that is something that and I thought that people will ask that why not all 3 are mentioned, because this is something that you will relish for your lifetime. You will be having the opportunity to share the stage that any typical full-time MBA students gets. The same kind of experience. Okay? Opportunity to meet your faculties in person, not virtually. Okay, so those things that, but from our side, to answer your question, yes, for out of the 3 campus immersion, for 2 you need to come.
Right. 2 are mandatory.
2 are mandatory.
And with
Okay.
respect to attendance, also we get so many emails from the participants that is there any availability of recordings for the participants, since they all are working professionals coming from diverse background. So will it be possible that if we can they refer to some recordings of the programs later on, or will it be restricted from the institute side?
See, it will be restricted to the institute, because see, these are the something that considered as the intellectual property rights of the faculty members. And as we said that many of time we might have the faculties coming from the international universities, the foreign organizations. So a lot of the things comes in. So what we can even advise is, rather than relying on the recording, firstly that since we are not having more than 2 sessions per week, every day, so you must be taking out time 2.5 hours. That's the best thing. Okay, because that's something that it will give you opportunity to ask the clear your doubts immediately. Secondly, that you can mail the faculty members. The faculty members' email address will be shared with you, and they reward. They reward typically very promptly. Okay. Huh? And you will be getting the all the LMS access kind of thing, where that you will be having the access to the reading materials. You will be provided with the case studies and all. Okay. Those access you will be having after the class, but not the recording.
Right.
Sure, sir. Thank you. We have another question from one of the participants. I am an architect who has aspirations to be a manager in my field with no prior experience in these studies. What preparations do I need?
You need to see architects say, as long as you are in any business, a managerial skill is required. And as far as the preparation is required, you that's something that on us. Okay, that's on us, that you are just supposed to go through the entire coursework, come prepared with the reason. Okay, no additional things are required. Okay, the course is delivered in a way that everyone can relate with their own setup. Okay, so no additional readings are required. Whatever software, whatever the things are required, whatever the faculty will train you in such. So you will get full support if required for it. Okay. No
Sure, sir.
technical knowledge.
Sure, sir. Thank you. We have another question. What shall be the minimum attendance requirement for the online lectures?
80%. That's also mentioned that in our brochure that the 80% that we insist upon is already a asynchronous learning, that device to device, where a lot of the attention gets deviated. Okay. So attendance is something by which you can say the quality control mechanism. That's the only thing that we can maintain online. Attendance required. Okay. So we are having the 80% attendance requirement. Other than we are having the something called a grade drop kind of thing. Okay. So if you fall below between less than 80%, then there are some grade drop kind of thing. Okay. So you will not be failed. So I believe some of you might be thinking that if we am not attending 80% of the classes, I will be straight away getting failed. No. But yes, there will be grade drops.
Sure, sir. Thank you. We have another question from Jaya. How to compare this program with degree and how it will be helpful in regards to the job opportunities?
See, the IIMs are something that this is not a degree program. This is a diploma program. Okay. As far as the job opportunities are there, so though we are not providing any kind of the placement assistant kind of thing for the diploma program, but IIM alumni, or you can say that IIM diploma is worth equally among the marketers. Okay. So there is a good takers. Okay.
Good.
Okay. So they will also share something.
Basically, this program is made for the people who are basically working in their roles. Okay, and if they pursue this program from our institution, they are going to get lots of knowledge, lots of practical knowledge they already have, but how to implement those skills. Actually, people don't two kinds of skill sets. One is the soft skills, and second is the hard skills. Hard skills people have acquired by working upon any particular project or for any particular role. But what is required there is the soft skills. What we make them learn at IIM Rohtak from international perspective, not only from the perspective of Indian perspective, like from the domestic perspective. Like after learning this course or after completion of this program, students will be able to demonstrate their skill sets on a level of international. How to communicate, how to put up their things, how they are going to communicate, how they are going to complete their projects on the times, how to do the time management, how to do the management of the people who are working under them. Now, if I talk particularly how it is going to help them out in their career as a diploma in comparison to degree. Obviously, this is not a degree program, but this is not anything less than the degree program. Reason being, it's going to give you alumni status of IIM Rohtak. One. Second, it's going to give a cutting edge of IIM community. That's going to help you out on making a relationship with the people who are already part of IIM communities, IIM or IITs, or particularly the institution of eminences. Okay, it is going to make you on level of that kind of people. So it is going to help you a lot. Obviously it is not a degree, but you may remember the time before 2017, IIMs were not giving any degree. They were giving just diploma only, and that diploma was having equal wages as the degree program do have nowadays. So never ever worry about it, how it is going to help it, and if it is something less than the degree program or not. Basic thing is how much you acquire from the faculty members from domestic as well as the international faculty members, as Dr. Ankit Kesarwani sir already mentioned to you. We are going to have international faculty members also for this program.
Yes, Mishik.
Sure, sir. Thank you. We have another question from Suman. I'm a software engineer by profession. So post doing this course, how will I be able to get into leadership roles?
So I believe when you are into a software industry, so you will be working a lot of the client dealing and you will be managing a team. And this is where the managerial skill sets are required. Okay, to getting top into a ladder. Okay. So being a technical person only, there you can only reach up to a certain limit. And that's why that you can look into that any typical that the MBA profile in into IIMs that I 80% of the people they work 2 to 3 years in the industry. With the people they come back to IIMs, they get the either full-time MBA, executive MBA, then again they go back to the industry. Once they learn the managerial skill. So I believe the one of the fastest adopting industry learning the MBA knowledge is the IT only. Okay. So as along with the technical knowledge, managerial knowledge. Okay. Because of business something that requires both idea as well as the execution.
Sure, sir. Thank you. We have another question from Shaheen. Is campus immersion is included in fees?
So for the campus immersion, the coursework and everything is including fees, but there will be a footing and lodging charges. For that, you need to pay separately. Because there could be the people, those who might prefer to stay outside and they might only just come for the classes. Because campus immersion, we are making it mandatory to have the offline classes. Staying is something that's optional. Someone would like to come daily, or someone would like to stay outside. Okay. For fooding and lodging, they need to pay separately, not for the coursework. That's
Sure, sir. Yes, we have another question from Jaya. What is the difficulty level of exams?
I guess that's what we have taken it before.
Basically, the syllabus what is going to come in the entrance examination for this program is of that kind of syllabus. But the level of difficulty is lower. Recently, the people who are going to come or for whom this program is made for are working executives. Obviously, they would not be having that much time to study and to recall the things what they studied at their graduation level or the time they were studying. So obviously the level of difficulty is lower, and accordingly, basically out of the applicants whosoever will apply, we will make a merit list, and based on that merit list, we are going to consider the applicants. So all of the people who are applying, they are working executives. So according to the rank also will go accordingly. So I think that will be a much problem. Obviously, things are there that you need to take care of, and you need to be very. And the people who have already appeared for they can apply with their CAT score also. There is an option to apply with the CAT score.
Sure, sir. Thank you. We have another question from Nitesh. Is there any AICTE or UGC approval required for this program?
No, the IIMs, as per the IIMs, they allow. So they are the Institute of Eminence. Okay, so they are the Institute of Eminence. They can easily provide. So there is no as such kind of the question comes. Yeah, that's what the Institute of Eminence comes. Only IIMs and IIT is they are having you can say that they are eligible. Okay, so they by default kind of autonomous bodies. Okay.
Thank you, sir. We have another question from Shivam. Will interview be only for shortlisted candidates? By shortlisted candidates, I mean those who have cleared the entrance exam.
No, the interview will be for both because the final list will be based on your written plus personal interview. Okay, so that will also suffice to some of you those who are thinking that what if my written does not go well? You have one more shot.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, we have another question from Suman. Since we do not have any specialization offered, so how can someone who is interested in IT management specialize in it?
See, this is the 1 year program. For try to understand, this is the 1 year program. That's why they're focusing on the general management. Okay, so the within a 1 year, it would be difficult to give even the any specialization. Okay, that is something that the challenge in a 1 year program. So typically in 1 year program that you will look at anywhere, that's typically the specializations are not that exclusively there.
All modules are included in these courses. Courses are the subjects we can say for the general phenomenon. Okay, it's not. You will see the course curriculum. All subjects are there. There are subjects related to IT. There are subjects related to marketing. There are subjects related to finance. So it gives a overall growth to any particular person who is going to pursue this program. Right? When you go to the managerial level, level kind of posts or the opportunities, then you are not just based on any particular skill. So for example, anybody is a software engineer. Now software engineer who has done BTech from NIT or any good institution is already working in corporate. If we make him learn something in IT, in MBA program, I think that is not going to help him more. But if in case he is going to leadership, he or she is going to leadership position, then he or she should have knowledge of all the electives. Like he should have knowledge of finance, he should have knowledge of HR, he should have knowledge of IT, he should have knowledge of operations also, so that he can streamline the things and he can direct the teams below him. Or if these skills will help him out to go to the leadership positions by using all these skill sets what he is going to acquire from this program of IIM Rohtak.
So the scope of program is towards a general management, not to highlight, not to provide you any specialization. It will make you someone those who can prepare the budgets. It can be making you someone those who can handle the team. It will make you someone those who can understand the even the technicalities of a software products. That is something that the scope of the program is.
Sure, sir. Thank you. We have another query from Joya, which is in regards to the credits being offered.
So this is hours based. So that's what this is not something that is credit. So typically now, since if you look at it again, I will just share this. Okay, so this is a total of a 625 hours course. Okay, so in terms of the credit, it will go around at 25. So that will be about the 25 credit course. 20. So this is about a 25 credit. So one credit means at IIM Rohtak is a 25 hours. Okay.
So this 625 hours includes everything, right? The project and the
Yes.
live sessions and everything.
Yes. Okay. So that is something. So this is what is a credit session. So in all the three terms, so there will be requirement. Those things that we will share once along with the, we are having the one again dedicated the handbook to be shared with the participants where the credit, all those the passing requirement and everything will be shared. Okay. So those things are for us routine things. So I don't think that you need to be worried about. That's something that for us is on a routine basis. We are having the others, the executive programs that we follow the same.
Sure, sir. Thank you. We have another query from Nitesh. Will I be eligible for loans for paying the fees once I secure the admission post the exam and interview?
Yeah, there is an option to get the loan from the banks. Once you secure admission at IIM Rohtak, we will give you a bona fide certificate and we will give you a certificate that you have secured admission at IIM Rohtak. On the basis of that letter, you can go to bank, you can approach to any of the bank. They will easily disburse loan to you.
Thank you, sir. We have another question. Do they need relevant experience if someone is from other domain? Do they can they enroll?
See, the eligibility that we have defined is not from the any specific domain that we have said that 3 years of the work experience in any discipline.
Yeah. And 50% at graduation level, that is the minimum requirement. We do not need anything more than that. Anybody from any background can come and apply for this program.
So since this is not any specialized elective course, yeah, this is a general management. So anyone with any discipline experience.
Sure, sir. Thank you. We have another query from Mahima. What are your independent research projects that will be given to us?
See, the independent research projects that you will get in two ways. So typically in any coursework, so the faculty might give you either some of the live projects or some kind of the post project. Every course there will be the post project. Secondly, that every term there is the term project concept, where the students will be having the opportunity, as I said, that you will be assigned to a faculty member, and the faculty member, those who are working at any project at that point of time. So that is something of mutual convenience to the faculty and the student. Either the student can join any ongoing project, or the student can request for any project of their choice in their choice of the industry. So let's say that someone wants to work into a healthcare, someone wants to work into a IT industry project only. So that's how that you get a project. So in every course, as well as there is a dedicated term project. Okay. So in a coursework, typically you will be able to, I guess, 15 projects that you will do. So about 10 short-term course related and about 3 that you will be having a detailed. Okay. So just like any typical coursework.
Sure, sir. Thank you. We have another question from Suman Gaurav. What is the average intake for a batch? And is one-on-one mentorship or guidance provided while doing the term projects?
Yes, for the term project, it's a one-on-one, and that the duration is not for you can say that's not for the 1 week or 2 weeks. Typically, that goes for 2 to 3 months. So entire trimester. Okay, so at the start of the trimester, you will be assigned the faculty, and then you will submit the report at the end of the trimester. Okay, and that process will repeat 3 times. Okay, so a faculty typically gets assigned 1 or 2 students. Okay, so that's the one-on-one. Okay, so either you can come and meet a faculty in person or you can consult online.
Sure, sir. Thank you. We have another question. What are the specialization being offered in the program and its usefulness?
See, again, I would say the specialization is not there. So this is a general management. That's a 1 year program. Okay. So even the courses are coming from the different disciplines. So I will now, let me just share my screen again and where the courses are there. Okay. So this is not any specialization. So there is nothing that you will be having the electives kind of thing. All the courses are kind of the compulsory in nature. Okay. So this is starting with economics, financial reporting, so that you can understand the balance sheet kind of thing. Then spoken and business communication, understanding people organization, MIS, marketing, operations, probability and statistics, so that you can make sense of the analytics related thing. Because in the second term, there is a business analytics. Okay. So even the courses have been mapped so that a gradual learning happens throughout the year, but yes, there is no specific specialization. Okay. So you won't be having something that I have specialized in marketing, finance, operations, economics. I think this. Okay. This is a typical general management program. 1 year. I guess the duration is indicates that this is a 1 year general management diploma program.
Thank you, sir. Do we have any other questions from the participants? Sir, you're on mute.
Thank you so much, everyone, for the active participation and asking a lot of questions. Although I'm just sharing with you the email ID and the phone number of the concerned, the point of contact for the Nulearn team. In case of any questions or you'd like to register for the program, since we have few days left for the final countdown, you can feel free to reach out to Mr. Abhishek Hajra. His email ID is being shared and also his number. So you can reach out to him, or if you have any specific thing which you like us to take us through from the institute, you can email to us at connect@nulearn.in. We'll have Professor Ankit or someone from the institute to answer these queries back to you. That's all we had planned for today. Any other questions if you like to ask, feel free to reach out to us. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much, Professor Ankit and Devenshi, for joining the webinar today. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so
Thank you,
much, sir.
Mishika.
Thank you for giving us time. Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone. Have a good day.
Yeah, thank
Yeah.
you.
You too.